Have you ever just stopped and thought about the absolute magic that's happening inside your head every single second? I mean, we're swimming in a sea of sound all the time, but somehow our brains take that total chaos and turn it into clear, meaningful words. Today, we're going to dive into that incredible journey.
So let's just jump right in. At the end of the day, what is sound? It's just a vibration, right? A ripple moving through the air. So how on earth does that physical ripple transform into an idea, a feeling, or a warning inside our minds? On the surface, it seems pretty simple, but what's really going on is one of the most complex, sophisticated things our bodies do.
Let's make this real. Picture it. You're at a party. The music is thumping, dozens of people are talking and laughing, glasses are clinking. It is a literal wall of noise. And then, from all the way across the room, you hear it. Clear as day, your name. How? How did your brain just reach into that auditory mess and pull out that one specific sound? Well, that is the mystery we're unpacking today.
That incredible ability? It's not magic, it's science. And the field that studies this exact thing has a name: auditory phonetics. This is the science that's all about decoding how we actually perceive speech.
So what is it, really? Well, it's the investigation of the processes behind how we perceive speech. And that word, processes, is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. This isn't just one thing happening. It's a whole chain reaction, a journey that a sound takes from the air around you all the way into your consciousness. And to even begin to understand that journey, scientists have to start with the hardware. The tools we're working with. That means looking at the amazing mechanics of the ear and the jaw-dropping processing power of the brain. These two work together in this perfect, super high-speed partnership. Okay, so let's follow a single sound on its path. The very first leg of its journey is purely physical. It's just a sound wave traveling from the outside world, getting funneled deep into our ear, where it starts this transformation from a simple vibration into a complex neural signal.
Now, at a glance, it seems pretty straightforward, right? Step 1, a sound happens. Step 2, your ear catches it. But step 3 is where the real alchemy begins. Deep inside your ear, there's this tiny, snail-shaped structure called the cochlea, and its job is to turn those physical vibrations into electrical signals. That's the crucial handover from the physical world to the neurological one.
So the ear delivers a signal. Great. But just getting the signal isn't enough, not even close. Now the brain has to do all the heavy lifting. It takes that raw data and has to figure out what it means, what's important, and what's just noise. It basically acts as an incredibly intelligent and very personal filter.
And this brings us to an absolutely crucial point, a direct quote from the research. The hearing system cannot react to all features present in a sound wave. Just let that sink in for a second. We are physically incapable of processing every single bit of sound information that hits our ears. We literally have to pick and choose. And this is the big takeaway. Your brain isn't some passive microphone just recording everything around you. No way. It's an active director, deciding what gets the spotlight and what stays in the background. This is exactly why you can hear your name in a loud room. Your brain is biased. It's constantly scanning for what's important to you, and it shoves everything else aside. This whole process of filtering and interpreting, well, it has its own name: speech perception. And this is where the science gets really, really cool. Because it's not just about the physics of sound anymore. Now it's about the mysteries of the mind, the how and the what of our perception. It's the point where phonetics meets experimental psychology.
Just look at this. It perfectly illustrates the brain's incredible work. On the left, that's the raw signal, a chaotic, messy jumble of data that your ear picks up. And on the right, that's what your brain actually delivers to your consciousness, a clean, simple, meaningful word. It performs this stunning transformation, taking all that noise and giving you a single perfect signal. It's amazing.
Okay, so this is a fascinating look at our own biology for sure. But so what? Why does understanding this process actually matter out in the real world?
Well, it matters for a few huge reasons. First, like we've seen, it builds that essential bridge between the physical science of phonetics and the cognitive science of psychology. Second, it's absolutely fundamental to understanding how we learn language as kids, and it gives us clues about what's going wrong in communication disorders. And finally, it explains that remarkable ability scientists call the cocktail party effect, our superpower to focus our hearing with laser-like precision on just one voice in a sea of noise.
So, we'll leave you with one last thing to chew on. We've seen how our brain actively curates our auditory world,
filtering out the junk to find the meaning. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If your brain is doing that with sound, what else is it filtering? What other parts of your reality is it actively choosing for you every single second of the day? Something to think about.